Yeah, let's just flip over to Matthew's one. I got a couple questions there, if you don't mind, Brother Peace.
Not at
Right
all,
there.
bro. Not at all.
So when it says Abraham begat Isaac, who's the father of Isaac here?
Abraham
And what word is letting you know Abraham's the father?
begot.
Perfect. Perfect. Now let's go down to verse 16. I want you to see
Go
something.
ahead. Hmm.
Verse 16, it says, and Jacob begat Joseph. So here, who's the father of Joseph?
Jacob.
Right. And the word begat lets you know that, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And then it says the husband of Mary. Who's
Right.
Mary's husband?
Joseph.
Joseph, right? It's real clear cut, right? And then it says of
Yes, sir.
whom was born Jesus. So who's the mother of Jesus?
Mary's the mother.
Mary's the mother. Okay, who's the
So,
father of Jesus? Who's Jesus' father?
Joseph.
And what word lets you know that?
I got you. I'm going to the Strong's Concordance and I'm gonna show you. When it says born,
Well, just read it.
when
Just
it
read
says
it here
of
before
whom
we
was
even get
born,
there. Yeah, before we even get there, though, what word in verse
It's the
16 is
same
letting
verse.
you know?
it's the same
What'd you
verse.
say?
It says
It's the
was
same.
born.
It's the
Was
exact
born.
same verse, brother.
Was born.
Was born. Yeah, was born.
So, so okay. So let me just make sure I'm getting this correct. You guys are under the assumption that men give birth.
No, because in the Greek word here is not what you think it is in English.
Okay.
It's going to show you in the Greek that it's something totally different. It's the same word for begot in the same chapter, the same verse. The word for
Okay.
was born is the same exact word for begot.
Okay, guys, just real quick before we get into the Greek, um, are you
Gotcha.
guys are you guys beginners in Greek or are you well versed in Greek? Like you know like how to read it and stuff? Because I don't want us to have
Um,
like a,
I'm not
you
gonna
know,
say I'm like a beginner, nor will I say I'm like superb with it, but I'm like in between. Like I'm still studying it. So I'm good with it because in order for me to understand, I would say a good percentage of the New Testament, I would have to understand the Greek words because without the Greek, I wouldn't really get it because it was translated from Koine Greek. So I have to understand Koine Greek a little bit. For me, but it's easier when I understand the Strong's Concordance. All I got to do is references the Strong's Concordance, see what words are what, and see the definitions of those words. And of course, context supersedes etymology. So I have to understand the context, the root, the wording, the etymology, and so on and so forth.
one, do you know what inflection is? And if so, can you like describe it?
What was the word you said? I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear that. Say it again.
Do you know what word inflection is?
Enlighten me. That's kind of new. Maybe I know what it means. Maybe I just never heard it in that way. But go ahead, enlighten me, sir.
Okay.
Are you guys like, are you guys beginners in Greek, or are you well versed in Greek? Like you know like how to read it and stuff.
I'm good with it because in order for me to understand, I would say a good percentage of the New Testament, I would have to understand the Greek words because without the Greek, I wouldn't really get it because it was translated from Koine Greek. So I have to understand Koine Greek a little bit.
Stop the cap.
All right. So that word for when it says of whom was born Christ, right? That word for was born, it's geneo again,
Stop the cap.
and it says of men who father children to be born, to be begotten, right? And of course, it also says of women giving birth to children. And the number one definition it has here is of men who father children. That's
Right,
the
right.
number one
So
definition it says there.
Yeah. So do you see the Strong's number, the Greek and the English? Okay. So I'm
Without
saying
Ratazach, like I think he's talking about where it says was born,
right.
and then for the other one it just says begot. That's what he's getting at, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's
if
all
you,
I'm saying is that was born. The word here is actually, but it says begot.
no, brother, slow down, slow down.
I think I see what he's talking about, Ratazach. But
When you read was born, that word ignifi means was born in Greek. So when they said was born in English, that's the best translation you can use. And when they say begot for eganesin, that's the best translation you can use for that. Ganawa, just a root word. You'll see the was born is never used as begot. It's always used as was born. If you scroll down, it'll show you the English passages that it's in. It'll show you all the passages that is in. the one that says 7 times, and that's the one that looks like I-9. So what it's showing you, that this is always consistent with what's born from a woman, because only women give birth.
So brother, real quick, we just we brought you guys down here to Matthew 1:16 just to show what the Greek is saying and where we get the English translation, and that it's actually not tying Jesus to Joseph in this genealogy. That's all we're saying. We can go to other places. That's fine. You can object at other places. But before we leave here and go to other places, will we at least concede that it doesn't have Jesus or Joseph begetting Jesus in Matthew 1?
Right, in that verse, yeah, okay. It doesn't say that.